afternoon. How's everyone doing? Welcome to my live. Welcome. It's awesome to see everyone on this amazing live. Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. Please remember, if you're new here, to follow. I am Miss Martins. I am a maths and physical sciences teacher. So that means I do physics, I do chemistry, I do maths. Hello. Please comment down below if you are new to my lives. I do go live often. I try and go live every week. It doesn't always happen because I am a full-time teacher. And that means obviously I have a full-time job and I also have like extramurals and stuff like that. Are we doing maths or physics today? We're doing maths today, but I just want to let everyone know. Hi everyone. I'm so excited to see so many new faces. So much energy. I try. Yeah, I know it's after school, so I'm quite tired as well, but I am trying to get the energy levels up. I'm new. Hello. Okay, awesome. So comment down below if you're new, and also comment what grade you're in, because I like to meet my new students. So what grade you're in, if you're new, even if you're not new, comment the grade you're in and what topic you're currently struggling with in physical sciences or maths. Okay, so tell me all the things down below. So if you're new, grade, what you're struggling with. Even if you're not new, comment your grade, what you're struggling with. I do read the comments. I'm reading them as I'm seeing them there. Don't forget to follow me if you don't follow me already, because I do math lessons, I do science lessons, physical sciences, physics, chemistry. So I'll hop on here. I try once a week. Okay, right. So I'm Miss Martins. For those of you that are just joining, we're going to be doing maths today. And we're going to be doing grade 9 maths. This doesn't mean that grade 8s can't stay and listen. Of course you can. It doesn't mean grade 10s can't stay and listen. Of course you can. Or grade 11s or grade 12s. Sometimes I do grade 9 maths with my students at school. And it's on the board. And then all the grades come in, like grade 11s or even grade 12. And they're like, sure, ma'am. I don't remember when last I did this math, and we still use it. And sometimes I forget some of the basic rules. So sometimes even my older grades like seeing the younger foundation, the basic stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, so before I get on with the grade 9 lesson, which I'm doing today, we're doing algebra. So remember, you can still say, yes, multiplication of binomial. That's what we're doing today. How is the lawyer doing? Yeah, I see. Smart. Okay, right. So before I get on with the grade 9 lesson, I'm struggling mainly with factorizing. We're doing that today. Before I get on with the lesson, I just want to say to all my other students, I hear you, I see you, I am planning on going live in the future. So thank you. So for grade 8 maths, grade 9 maths, grade 10 maths, grade 10, 11, and 12 physical sciences, you guys are coming up very, very soon. So before you leave, if you don't want to stay for the grade 9 maths, and of course you're welcome to stay for the grade 9 maths, but if you don't stay, please make sure to comment down below what grade you're in and what topic you're struggling with. Okay, so hopefully I can see some of the comments as they're going by. I'm making mental notes as they're going by so I can see what to do next. All right, so if you're in grade 9, please share this video with your friends, with your classmates. People always ask me at the beginning, will the live be saved on YouTube? I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Maths and Science with Miss M. I do try and save my lives there, but as I say, every single live, sometimes TikTok doesn't let me save the live, and it's very frustrating. But if TikTok lets me save it, I will download it and post it to my YouTube channel. So it's Maths and Science with Miss M on YouTube. Okay, also if you follow me and you click the link in my TikTok bio, you will see my YouTube channel linked in my link of my TikTok thing. Okay, I see some people are asking about grade 10 trig, work energy power grade 12. That is actually coming next week. Work energy power for grade 12 is coming next week. Okay, cool. Let's get on with it. So if you're in grade 9, remember to share this video with your classmates. And if you're new and you haven't followed me yet, remember to follow me because I do go live often. Right. So carry on with the comments, even though we're starting the lesson. So if you're in another grade, I'm just getting my things. Even if you're in another grade, and you're not planning on staying for the live, just remember to comment what grade you're in, what topic you're struggling with. Grade 9 is so easy to fail. Are you struggling with maths? Remember to comment your grade, what topic you're struggling with, because I will hopefully see it. And even though I'm not going live for your grade today, maybe I can go live for your grade next time. So as I said to my matrics, my grade 12 physical sciences learners, you guys are definitely up next. Also, are there any grade 11 physical sciences learners in this chat? Because I am planning on going live for grade 11 physical sciences, hopefully on Thursday of this week. Okay, how are you, ma'am? I'm great. How was everyone's long weekend? I'm going to flip the camera. I can still see you. You can't see me, but I can still see you. How is anybody? Okay, any grade 11s? Yeah, I just want to see if the need is great enough for me to do the grade 11 live. Or I'm just going to do grade 12 work energy power. Comment which one you guys would prefer. Grade 12 work energy power, or would you prefer grade 11 chemistry intermolecular forces? Okay, I see quite a lot of grade 11s. Right, so now another thing that I want to say before I start. Grade 9s, this is mostly for you. You may find some of what I'm going to be doing easy. You may find most of it easy. You may find all of it easy. If that's the case, I am very, very happy and I'm very, very proud of you. I really, truly am, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not being sarcastic at all. If you know what's going on and if you find the work easy, then I'm very happy. But remember, I hop on this platform to help people who are struggling, okay? To help people who are struggling, that's my main focus. To help people who need the extra revision and repetition, and to help you get extra practice, because maths is a practice subject. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to, sorry, I just need to, right, awesome. So just remember, if this is easy for you, then I really am happy. You can comment like, oh, this is going awesome. Like, I'm coping. This is good. But please don't remember to say, oh, why is that person asking for help? This is boring. This is easy. Never make someone else feel, thank you for the rose, Catherine. Never ever make someone else feel like they are less than because they take maybe a bit longer to grasp concepts. Okay, let's do this. So first thing that I want to hop on and say is, this is just something that you should have done in grade 8, and it's being able to understand that this is an expression, not an equation. It's an equation as soon as you see an equal sign, it's an equation. An expression is without an equal sign, and you need to be able to identify the number of terms in an expression. So here I have, how many terms, everybody? How many terms do I have? You guys can tell me. I mean, this is quite an easy one. In this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, it's the plus and the minus signs. Yes, I see you guys are getting it. Wait, I think this is my teacher. I think this is teacher. Okay, I'm not sure what that person is saying. Okay, 4 terms, right? You need to be able to identify things like the constant term. The constant term is the term in the expression that will not change. In other words, it has no variable attached to it. Do you guys see that -4 has no variable attached to it? So no matter what number I substitute in for x, this term here will stay constant. It's the one without the variable, okay? And then the coefficient. If they say, what is the coefficient of x squared? You're going to tell me that it's 3. If they ask for the coefficient of x, you guys are going to tell me that it's -9. Okay, easy stuff, right? Now, the thing is that a lot of grade 8s struggle with. So if you're in a grade 8 in this chat, or in this live, this may be you. If you get something like this, a lot of grade 8s or younger learners or learners who don't know the basics of their algebra, it's a polynomial, yes. A lot of people who don't know the basics of their algebra think that they can simplify this expression further in terms of adding. Can I add or subtract any of these terms in this expression? Can I add or subtract anything? Okay. The number in front of the variable asks for the coefficient. Yes, that is true. Well done. Okay, yes, I cannot go further. These are not like terms. And some of my students say, I mean, when they're still learning this, obviously, when it's new to them, when it's fresh to them, they say, but ma'am, that's an x, there's an x, and there's an x, so why can't I add them? Remember, if you got plus and minus signs in your expression, those are the things that separate terms. You can only add or subtract like terms. So I know that that's x, but this is x squared. X squares can only be added to x squares. Yes, they're not common, exactly. So, moving on. These are examples of monomials. This is a monomial, one term. Mono means one term. Like a monobrow. I'm sure you guys have heard of that, right? Mono means one. Monopoly. Okay, yeah, monopoly means you have one. It's like sole, mono. What does bi mean? Binomial. Two terms. Trinomial, like a tricycle. Bicycle, tricycle. Three terms. Okay, so tricycles are those things that like little kids ride on, with three wheels, like one in the front, two in the back. Tricycle. Trinomial. Okay, you need to be able to determine whether an expression is a monomial, a binomial, or a trinomial. Okay? Let's look at this one. This is a monomial because terms are only separated by plus and minus. This is a 3x multiplied by a bracket. That means that this entire thing is one term. Okay, can you screenshot the page? Of course you can. Okay, this is a fraction. Fractions represent one term. Even if I had something like this, let's add to my list. Let's say I had x plus 2 over 3. This is considered to be one term, this. However, in the numerator, I have two terms. I hope you guys can see the difference. Okay, so polynomials, so the word poly, good question. I see someone asked, what about polynomials? Polynomials, poly means many. So it's multiple terms. So this over here, this would be an example of a polynomial, multiple terms. How often do I go live? I try and go live once a week. Okay, moving on. Distributive law. If you guys are in grade 9, you should have done this in grade 8. If you're in grade 8, well, here we go. We're learning something new. Maybe you're doing this in class currently. This is grade 8 revision. So the question, if I give this to you in an exam, sorry, I'm just pulling my chair closer. Can you show the first page? This page. Okay. Grade 8 doing it currently. Beautiful. That's awesome. Share with your grade 8 friends. Then they can actually do some nice revision. Remember, maths is a practice subject. That dreaded invisible one. Yes, I see some of you are pointing out something that's very, very important. Okay. I'd fail algebra if my teacher wrote her X's like that. Why? Okay, sorry. Right. Distributive law means multiplying into brackets. To distribute is to take that and multiply it into the bracket. How many terms do I have in the brackets? I have 3 terms. That means that inside the brackets, I have a trinomial. So I need to multiply this negative, and someone said it. It's basically a -1. There's an invisible 1, and someone said the dreaded invisible 1. We're multiplying the -1 with everything inside the bracket. This is called distributing whatever is outside the bracket into the bracket. So let's do this. And now a nice trick to remember is if you're multiplying a negative into the bracket or a -1 into the brackets, then what you need to remember is that the sign of everything inside the bracket changes. So this was a positive x squared. It's going to become a negative x squared. This was a negative 3x. It's going to become a positive 3x. That was a positive 6. It's going to become a negative 6. I mean, think about it. It makes sense. -1 times positive 6 is -6. A negative and a positive is a negative. That's easy. Should be easy. Okay, revision of grade 8. In this one, what do? I multiply this into the bracket. How many terms do I have inside the bracket? Well, I have 2 terms, okay? Binomial. 3x times x squared. Now be careful here, grade 9s or grade 8s, whoever's listening to this. What we need to remember is when you multiply variables and the bases are the same. So you see we got an x here and an x here. What do I do to the exponents? Tell me. I make my grade 8 say this after me every single lesson. And they probably are so sick of me saying it, but it really they did a class test today, and if any of my grade 8s are in here, I was so proud of you guys today after that class test, I must say, and I think it's because we repeat it all the time. Yes, you add them together. So it's 3x cubed. Why? Because there's an invisible 1 over there. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then we go 3x times negative 4x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. X times x, remember there's an invisible 1 there, is x squared. Now, can I subtract 12x squared from 3x cubed? No, I leave it like this because these are not like terms. And now for those people that struggle and they don't understand, ma'am, why is this not like terms? Well, you leave it like this. So I'm going to write leave like this. Do not add or subtract because they are not like terms. Now, how do we know? Remember, in order to be like terms, you need to have the same variable, same exponent when you're adding or subtracting. Okay, this is what I'm doing in math. Yeah, I'm so glad. It is easy. Yes, yes, Alexander. Yes, I'm so glad that you think it's easy. If you weren't here in the beginning of the video, I said, remember, if you find it easy, I'm very, very happy. I really am. I'm proud of you. Remember, we're going to help the people that are in the live that are still struggling, okay? So never make someone else feel like, oh, this is easy. Okay, well, ma'am, this is really making sense. Okay, I'm so happy. You know, you need to tell me if I'm going a bit too fast. Remember, my goal is to help the people who struggle, okay? And yes, I'm doing grade 9 maths. Yes, it might seem simple. Factorization, okay, we're getting there. But remember, we're trying to help people that are struggling. Okay, let's carry on. Ooh, what's going on here in number 3? Slow down then. Okay, well, you guys need to let me know if I am going too fast. So thank you for telling me because slow. Am I going too slow or do I need to go slower? Okay, you need to tell me because remember my goal is to help the people that don't understand. However, if you're in grade 8, and you don't understand and you want me to go slower, then this is actually a live for grade 9s, okay? So if you're in grade 9 and I'm going too fast, you need to tell me to slow down. If you're in grade 8, I don't expect you to understand this. Okay, in this example, I've got 3 and then I've got this bracket. This is one term. That's another term. So I've got 2 terms here. And I know that this might be confusing because you see pluses and minuses here. But that's a term. That is a term. I've got 2 terms here. Anyway, I hope you can still see what's going on even though I've highlighted. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the distributive law or multiplying into brackets. Over here, I'm going to go 3 times 2x and 3 times 5y. You multiply the thing that is right outside the bracket into the bracket that it's outside of. So sometimes I see learners go like this. They multiply the 3 into the first bracket and then they stretch the arm and multiply it into this bracket. No. The 3 is outside the first bracket. It needs to be multiplied only into the first bracket. So what is 3 times 2x? It is 6x. What is 3 times 5y? It is 15y. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Then, what do I multiply into the second bracket? I multiply the negative 2 into the second bracket. That's very important, everyone. It's not just the 2, it's the negative 2. So it's negative 2 times x is negative 2x. The negative 2 times negative 4y is positive 8y. Okay, do I stop there and move on? Do I stop there and be like, okay, I'm done, bye, next? No. Now I add or subtract like terms. I see some of you are already getting the answer. Well done. These are like terms and these are like terms. See, I have 6 minus 2x, which is 4x. Here I have 15y plus 8y, which is 23y. And I'm done now. Okay. Please repeat. Okay. Awesome. I will repeat. So what you need to do, okay, awesome. What we need to do is we are multiplying, we are distributing. So you multiply the 3 into the first bracket. It only gets multiplied into the first bracket because it's outside the first bracket. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 5y is 15y. Okay? Then negative 2 gets multiplied into the second bracket. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 4y is positive 8y. And then you do like terms. Okay, now this one often tricks students. And if you know how to do it, then you'll know why it's tricky. Coming from a grade 6, this is making sense for me. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, guys, I just need you to understand that it is very difficult for me because some people are saying I'm going too slowly and it's easy, and some people are saying that I must go slower. So you need to understand that I'm trying to aim my speed at the middle, like middle ground. Okay, I can't go slow and fast at the same time. I wish I could. All right, now, what do I do here? What do I multiply into the bracket? What do I multiply? Now, a lot of my students will tell me, ma'am, you first add these. No. You need to remember BODMAS, PEMDAS, order of operations. We need to multiply the 3 into the bracket. This plus 6 over here, this positive 6 gets carried down. You distribute the 3. 100%. Well done, guys. I'll multiply that into the bracket. Well done to everyone answering. So it's plus 3x minus 6. So my answer, can you see? 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So 6 minus 6. I have 6. I take away 6. I got nothing. All I'm left with is the 3x. Okay. Well done to everybody in the comments. I'm so proud of you. Look at you. Okay, well done. Screenshot if you need. The 6 cancels out. Yes, exactly. It's like, I have 6 Rand, and then I go buy something at the tuck shop for 6 Rand. Now I don't have any money left. I only have 3x. Okay, well done. Right. This one is very similar. So I'm going to go a bit faster with this one. This one, what I'm going to do is I do not subtract these first. Remember, BODMAS, the distributive law. What I need to do is I need to distribute the negative 2x. The negative 2x into the brackets. Not just the 2x, the negative 2x, right? So what we're going to do is the 5x we carry down. I saw someone said, what happens to the brackets? And as soon as we distribute or multiply out, or we multiply this into the brackets, what happens is the brackets disappear. Okay, so what we need to do is we're going to say negative 2x times x, which is negative 2x squared. Then negative 2x times 2 is negative 4x. Am I done? No. What do I need to do now? I need to do like terms. So what do I mean when I say like terms? Well, these are not all like terms. This one has an x. This one is an x squared. This one has an x. So this one and this one, those are like terms. So we've got 5x minus 4x. That just leaves us with 1x. And now a lot of people ask me, ma'am, do I need to write the 1? No, you don't. We generally don't do that. But if you do that, you're not going to get it wrong. And then minus 2x squared. Okay. Right. Let's carry on. This is something that we generally only teach in grade 9. And some teachers don't teach it this way. Some teachers just teach, you multiply this with this, this with this, this with this, and this with this. Okay? You can learn it as FOIL. Have any of you learned this term FOIL? Can you go back? Yes, I can. Screenshot it, okay? Guys, please be kind to each other in the comments. Remember, I'm doing this for people who are struggling. Okay, so I'm very, very happy if you are getting this. But remember, there are people that are struggling or they want extra practice. Okay, so see there's people saying that they learned FOIL. Okie dokie, let's do it. Now, as I said, you may not have learned it as FOIL, but I'm going to just show you in case this helps you. If this doesn't help you and you do it another way, do it that way. Okay. This section is called multiplying binomials. Remember we spoke about what bi means? It means 2. So binomials is 2 terms. So there you see we got 2 terms. Here we got 2 terms. We're multiplying binomial by binomial. Okay. Ma'am, do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. It's called Maths and Science with Miss M. Yeah, okay. Let's carry on. First out is in is last. Yes, so FOIL. First out is in is last. Now, just to show you guys who maybe learn it like this, or if you don't learn it like this, maybe this helps you. First means you multiply the first one in the first bracket. So you see this is the first one in this bracket with the first one in this bracket. Now, think about it, guys. What is x times x? It's x squared. Then we do the outers. So outers mean the one on the outside. Outside. You see they're on the outside of the brackets. X times negative 3. What is x times negative 3? It is negative 3x. The inners refer to the guys or girls, whatever you want to call it, on the inside. Inners. 2 times x is 2x. And then last, I guess you can see what it means at this stage. The last one in this bracket with the last one in this bracket. 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6. Then you do like terms. So I've got negative 3x plus 2x. Now you guys should be able to tell me, what is negative 3 plus 2? Those are like terms. So I got x squared minus x minus 6. Okay, negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1x. Awesome. I hope this makes sense to you guys. What do you think? I gave up today. Haha, maths lit, here we come. No! Try harder. You can do this. You really can. Okay. What do we think about this? I miss this kind of maths. Yeah, when you get to the older grades, you realize how nice this was. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, that's the one I just did, number 1, so I'm not going to do it again. Number 2. So, if you like the FOIL method, a lot of people just do it, and they don't even think of it as FOIL. Okay, I got confused. Okay, hopefully you can follow me in this one. Ma'am, this is making sense. Yay. Okay, go back, please. Right, so just screenshot if you need. We're going to do another one together, and hopefully it'll make sense. I'm going to go a bit slower. Is that fine? I hope it's fine, because that's what I'm going to do for the people that are struggling. Helping a lot. Oh, I'm so happy. Awesome. Okay, awesome, guys. I'm so glad that I'm helping people. This is exactly why I do this. So remember to follow me so I can help you in the future for more lessons, physical sciences, maths, other grades. Awesome. Okay. Let's do it. So we're going to do FOIL. F, O, I, and L. You do not need to call it FOIL. You do not even need to think of it as FOIL. It just helps some people. Yes, this is grade 9. So, firsts. That means the first one in this bracket with the first one in this bracket. And I just draw the little rainbows because it helps me, okay? 6x times 3x squared. Now remember, you need to multiply the coefficients. 6 times 3 is 18. X times x squared is x cubed. Why x cubed? Because you need to add the exponents. We're multiplying, guys. FOIL is multiplication. When we multiply and the bases are the same, we add the variables. Okay, my outers. This is an outer. It's on the outside. And this is an outer. It's on the outside. So 6x times 5 is 30x. My inners are the ones on the inside. They're literally next door neighbors. Inners. 4 times 3x squared is 12x squared. And then my lasts. My last one in this bracket and my last one in that bracket. 4 times 5 is 20. Can I go further than this, everybody? Yo, I just got back from school. I don't need this lesson now. I know, but we must say well done to everyone that's actually doing this with me after school. I know it's tiring to do this. Okay, let's carry on. I will do live for grade 10. Okay, people. Let's carry on. Screenshot if you need to, because I'm going to move on. What do I do if I have... Now, I'm going to do this one fast. Let's see if you can do it fast with me. If you need to grab a piece of paper and do it right now. watching this to refresh my mind as an engineering student. I love that. Okay. If you can factorize. Okay, so I see. Hello, Miss Angler. Awesome to see you. Okay, guys, I see some people saying you can factorize. Now, that's a very important thing that I just need to touch on quickly. The question over here will say, it'll say the following. It'll either say simplify or it'll say expand. More likely than not, it'll say expand. That means you need to multiply out. Once you get here, you can factorize. If you factorize, it's going to take you back to your answer. I'll explain that when we do a little bit of factorizing later. Okay, right. Why don't we add the like terms? Very good question. We don't add like terms. It's just it's a mathematical principle. You don't add like terms. Okay, thank you for asking. This one. Now, there is a shortcut method that you can use to get the answer here. I'm not going to show you the shortcut method. I want you to think about this properly. This 2 over here means that I have a binomial squared, which means 2 terms. Binomial squared. It means that I need to write, how I tell my learners, if you see a 2 there, it means you need to write the bracket out twice. If you saw something like this, x plus 2 cubed, it would mean x plus 2, x plus 2, x plus 2. That's what that means. Okay, so 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. And now we can do FOIL. 2x times 2x is 4x squared, right? That's the first. So let's draw the little rainbows. 4x squared. Then my outers, that would be 6x. My inners, you see I use the same colors all the time as well. 6x. And my lasts, 3 times 3 is 9. And now what? Now these are like terms. These are like terms. I've got 6x plus 6x. Like terms because they have the same variable and the same exponents. So I've got 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Okay. Till what time am I live? I'm live till 5:30 today. Okay, and then unfortunately, I have load shedding coming up after that. Comment if you had load shedding today already. We're on stage 4, so that sucks. If you're not from South Africa, you're probably gonna have no idea what I'm saying. But we have load shedding here. Okay. Let me show you the shortcut method, just for those of you that are interested. Now focus, this only works when you have a binomial squared like this. So identical brackets multiplied by each other. We sometimes show you this in older grades or in AP Maths or whatever, but just for your information, how you can do it is you take the first term and you square it. So 2x squared. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. You take the last term and you square it. So 3 times 3, 3 squared, which is 3 times 3 is 9. Then you multiply these two together. 2x times 3 is 6x, and you multiply that by 2. 6x times 2 is 12x. You see, you get the exact same answer. That's quite cool, eh? Okay. Why 12x is not squared? Good question. It's not squared because to get the 12, oh, okay, I see what you're asking. When we add like terms, how I teach my learners is I say we do not touch the exponents. So this is 6x to the power of 1. That's 6x to the power of 1. When we add or subtract like terms, we do not touch the exponents. We do not add them, subtract them. We don't do anything. We literally just add this coefficient, 6, to this coefficient, 6. So that's where we get the 12 from. And then it stays x. So how I tell my students, it's like I have 6 apples plus 6 apples. X represents apples. I have 12 apples. Okay, let's carry on. How do I do something like this? Now, remember, there are different ways to get to the same answer. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What we recommend you do when you do this is you see I have a 4 outside the first bracket, and then I have 2 brackets squashed up together, like I say. Now, what you need to do is what I recommend you do first, and a lot of textbooks do, but if you do it another way and you get the same answer, it's fine. I recommend you do FOIL first. So you do the binomial multiplied by the binomial first. You carry the 4 down. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do FOIL. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to go x times 2x. I'm going to go x times negative 9. I'm going to go negative 3 times 2x, and then I'm going to go negative 3 times negative 9. So I'm doing FOIL first, and I'm going to get an answer for FOIL. That answer I'm going to put in brackets. Then once I am done getting my answer here by doing FOIL, I'm then going to distribute the 4 into that answer. I hope that makes sense to you all. Right, so x times 2x. I'm just going to write something here for all the people follow for maths and science lives, because a lot of people don't do grade 9 science and maths, but then they're going to leave, but they need to follow me because I'm going to be doing other grades. All right, let's leave that up there. Oopsie, knocking my camera down. Okay, let's carry on. So x times 2x is 2x squared. I did the first with the first, the red arrow. Then I do my outers. X times negative 9 is negative 9x. Then I do my inners. Negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. And then I do my lasts. What is negative 3 times negative 9? Positive 27. Then what I say to my learners is I now need to distribute the 4 into the bracket, okay? But I'm first going to clean up. In other words, simplify inside the bracket. Can I simplify this business going on here in the bracket? Can anyone tell me? Okay, can anyone tell me if I can simplify this? In other words, can I add or subtract any of these terms? Yes, I can. So I see someone ask me if I do grade 9, I'll be doing grade 12. I'll be doing grade 12 physics soon. Okay, so I got 2x squared, then I got negative 9 minus 6. That's negative 15x, then plus 27. So all I've done from this step to this step is I've cleaned up, simplified, add, subtract, like terms. Yes, well done. Okay, negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15. Okay, then I'm going to distribute the 4 into the brackets. So that means I need to multiply the 4, which is the thing outside the bracket, the term outside the bracket, with every single term inside. So I've got 8x squared, then 4 times 15. What is 4 times 15, everyone? 60, negative 60x, and then 4 times 27 is 108. And now I'm done. Can you please do grade 10 trig? I did do a little lesson on grade 10 trig, but I will go live again for grade 10. Okay, now the last one that I'm going to do, well, actually, let's do one like this. Let's do one like this. Wow. Okay, now we see fractions. It's 3 a.m., girl. Oh my goodness, where are you? Where are you that it's 3 a.m.? That's pretty cool. Okay, fractions. I see everyone's like, oh no, fractions. I know, fractions scare people and it throws people off. And then I know a lot of my students, I say, okay, what's the first thing you do when you see this question? And a lot of people are like, ma'am, we skip the question. Never, ever. Okay, screenshot, sorry. Someone asked if they could screenshot. Can you please do bearings? Are you in grade 11? Are you talking about vectors? All right. Okay, fraction fun. Let's do it. The first thing that I want to show you guys is that you see I've got a half x, and over here I've got x divided by 3. Now, I want you to think about something. What is a half x? A half x. If I tell you I ate a half of a pizza, it means I took the pizza and I divided it by 2, and I ate half of it, okay? A half x. Another way to write a half x is x divided by 2. So, with that same logic, what is another way to write x over 3? 1 over 3x. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing. Now, another way that I can show you, a half x, if you think of a half and x, I can write x. This means a half multiplied by x. You know, there's a multiply sign there. I can write x as x over 1. If I multiply these two together, what's 1 times x? It's x. What's 2 times 1? It's 2. Do you understand that it's the same thing? I'm just telling you guys it's the same thing. So what I would do first is I would rewrite this as x over 2 minus 1 and x over 3 minus 3. So all I've done in the first step is I'm just making the fractions look the same. And then what I will do also, I should have done it as well now, but I'll just do it anyway, is this is written as a fraction and that's written as a fraction. To make life easier for myself, I'm going to write this as a fraction and I'm going to write that as a fraction. The reason why I've done that, and no, you don't need to do it like that, or you can use your head, you don't have to do it on paper. The reason why I've done it like that is because I'm going to go fraction multiplied by fraction. It's easier to think about. Anything over 1 is itself. So I can write a whole number as a fraction by putting it over 1. We'll say it again. I can write a whole number as a fraction by putting it over 1. Now, if you see a binomial multiplied by a binomial, what process, what method are you thinking about in your head? I hope you are thinking about FOIL. I hope you're thinking about FOIL. So remember, FOIL. Now I'm going to do this very slowly because we've got fractions involved here. I see some people are writing the answers. Well done. Well done. Okay. I see we got fractions involved here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do FOIL, fraction multiplied by fraction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my working out on the side. Okay. I'm going to write my working out on the side so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. If this is too easy for you, then remember what I told you. I'm very happy that it's easy, but you need to remember that we're doing this with people that are struggling. Okay, well, that's why I'm doing it at least. Okay, so x over 2 times x over 3. Now, what we're doing, I'm going to do the working out on the side. Looks like this. Think carefully about what's going on here. How do you multiply fraction multiplied by fraction? Well, what I do is I say numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So what have I got? I've got x times x is x squared. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay? That is my firsts. Now my outers. X over 2 multiplied by negative 3 over 1. So what I'm doing, x over 2 multiplied by negative 3 over 1. X times negative 3, negative 3x. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay? Then my inners. This one multiplied by this one. Negative 1 over 1. Negative, let's write it on the side. Negative 1 over 1. Times x over 3. Negative 1 times x is negative x over 3. And then I've got negative 1 times negative 3, or negative 1 over 1 times negative 3 over 1, which is positive 3 over 1. Now, two ways to think about it from this point. I'm going to show you both. Remember I told you that x squared over 6, that's the same thing as 1 over 6x squared. This is the same thing as negative 3 over 2x. This is the same thing as negative 1 over 3x, and then plus 3. Now, like terms. Which of these are like terms? Well, that is x squared. Okay, this is x, and that is x. So this one and this one. These are my like terms. So I've got negative 3 over 2 minus 1 over 3. Now, the problem comes in when you are told, don't use a calculator and I want you to simplify it, right, to its most simplest form. Now, this exact example is actually in the textbook that I use at school. And what they want us to do, what they want you to do, is they want you to, when you simplify, you're not using your calculator, remember, is they want you to get it over the same lowest common denominator. Now, do you see this is over 6? This is over 2, this is over 3, this is over 1. When we add or subtract fractions, that's what we need to do in order to simplify. So how do I do that? How do I get them over the same lowest common denominator. Well, what is my lowest common denominator? What is my lowest common denominator? Can anyone tell me? How do we find the lowest common denominator? You look at your denominators, right? 6, 2, 3, and 1. And we look for the lowest number. The lowest number that 6, 2, 3, and 1 can divide into without a remainder. Yes, I'm seeing you guys are saying it's 6. Yes, well done, it's 6. My lowest common denominator is 6. Now, how did we know that, ma'am? Well, 6 can divide into 6. How many times does 6 go into 6? Once. 2 can divide into 6. How many times? 3 times. 3 can go into 6. How many times? Twice. 1 can go into 6. How many times? 6 times. That's my lowest common denominator. Your lowest common denominator has to be, now listen, because some people are telling me other numbers, lowest common denominator has to be the lowest number that all the denominators can divide into. Okay? 2, I see some people were saying 2. 2 is not your lowest common denominator because 2 can divide into 2, but can 3 divide into 2 without a remainder? Can 6 divide into 2? No. Okay. So, oh, I see people saying 2 from before. Okay, I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all of this over to lowest common denominator. How do I get 2 to become 6? What must I multiply 2 by to get 6? 3. What I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. So what is negative 3x times 3? Well, I got negative 9x over 6. Then what you do is you do the same for this one. I need to multiply 3 by 2 to get it over the same lowest common denominator. So I need to do the same to the top. Okay, so I've got negative 2x over 6. Hope this is making sense. And then what about my 3 over 1? I need to multiply that by 6. I need to multiply the top by 6. What is 3 times 6? It is 18, right? 3 times 6 is 18. Now that they're all over the same lowest common denominator, I can write them all over the same one. And I've got x squared minus 9x minus 2x plus 18. There we go. Now what do? Now I've got to do like terms. There we go. Those are like terms. I got x squared minus 11x plus 18 over 6. And I know some of you were telling me that the answer is 1 over 6x squared, right? Minus 11 over 6 plus 18 divided by 6, 3. Okay, that's the same as that. Right. This was a very difficult example. Okay, for grade 9. This is grade 9. This is a very difficult example. So if you're not sure what's going on here, don't stress. This is like level 4 question. Right. Okay. I could not do this on my own. Oh, no, I'm sure you could. Okay, now, for the last 15 minutes of the live, what we're going to do, I see some people saying this is easy, this is great. I'm happy. The last thing that we're going to do for the live is I'm going to start factorizing. Now, I know some of you have gone quite deep into factorizing, and okay, that's fine, but we're only going to start today. All right, we're only going to start today, and then we'll carry on. I see some people are saying, I see someone is saying that I'm wrong. I did the exact same examples in the textbook just to show you. I did this one with my class a few days ago. There it is. Okay, same answer. Anyway, I can show you that page at the end of the lesson if you want to take a look at it again. Okay, factorizing. So the first thing that I need you to understand is that what we were just doing was the first part of the algebra that you should have been learning this term, and that is products. So products is multiplying out brackets. So what we did is we did 3 times x and 3 times 2. So think about this. I see some people say we haven't started factorizing yet. That's fine. Different schools move at different paces. Okay, I just started factorizing with my learners, okay, recently. So factorizing, this is just the intro. So what we did is we multiplied the 3, we distributed the 3 into the brackets. What is 3 times x? It is 3x. What is 3 times 2? It is 6, okay? That's products. The reverse of products or multiplying out is factorizing. Once you understand that, you already got a good foundation. You need to understand this. You can't just learn it. You need to understand what it is. Okay, so the first type, this is the list of factorizing that we're going to be doing. Now, you may be looking at some of the stuff and thinking, what on earth is this woman on about? What does that mean? I will eventually show you guys, but I'm going to show you the first type today, which is highest common factor, okay? When you get to grade 10, what you'll do next year is you'll do grouping. Sometimes in grade 9, we do teach this as well. You do sum and difference of 2 cubes. You do more difficult trinomials, but that is the list. Now, I have this mind map that I can upload for you guys. Name of the book. Do you mean my textbook? It's this one. Mind Action Series. Most schools use it. Okay, I can upload this mind map. It is summarizing factorizing, okay, for grade 9s. I do have one for grade 10s where we do the extra types of factorizing, but there it is. I will upload it for you guys. Then what I've done is I've shown you an example of how to summarize each type of factorizing. This is difference of 2 squares. If you're in grade 9 and you've done difference of 2 squares, please comment below. Yes, dots. I see everlasting Stephen. You know it, right? Difference of 2 squares. So this is my little summary sheet. If you want, you can screenshot it. We won't get to difference of 2 squares today, but you can screenshot it so you can keep it for when you do difference of 2 squares. I'll also upload it. Okay. The one I'm going to do today, what I'm going to start with, is called highest common factor. And I wrote on my notes, the highest common factor is the most important type of factorizing, actually. Now, some people may be like, oh, but ma'am, that's the easiest type of factorizing. That's good. I'm glad you think that because it is the most important and it's the one that you always have to start with. So, what do I mean highest common factor? Here are my steps. So if you want to screenshot the steps, you can do it. This is the steps that I made up. Now I'm going to show you with this example over here, 4x plus 16. The question will say factorize. That's what the question will say. It'll say factorize the following, and it'll give you 4x plus 16. The first thing that I need you to think about is how many terms are in this expression. I need to factorize this expression. I have that's a term and that's a term. I have 2 terms. When you do factorizing, you're always going to start with highest common factor. So you're going to look at your expression and you're going to say, okay, cool. I have 2 terms. I need to take out or find the highest common factor. Common means that they both need to have it. Highest means it must be the biggest. So if you're looking at these 2 terms, what is the biggest number that can divide into 4x, biggest number that can divide into 4 basically, and 16. So I see some people are saying 2. It's not a bad guess. 2 can divide into 4 and 2 can divide into 16, but you always need to look for the highest one. What's higher than 2 that can go into both numbers? 4. 4 can go into 4 and 4 can go into 16. Then this term has an x, this term does not have an x. So my only highest common factor that I'm going to take out is 4. Then you open what I call my leftovers brackets. So you take out the biggest number that can divide into both, you take it out. So what I mean is you write it over there, we're taking it out. You open your leftover brackets. Then what you're going to do is you take each term and divide it by your highest common factor. So you need to go 4x divided by 4. Think about it. Do the working out on the side if you need to. What is 4x divided by 4? Well, it's x. Then, what is 16 divided by 4? It is 4. And yes, this was a very, very basic example, but I need to start with the basics, otherwise you're not going to know what's going on. How do you check your answer? You check your answer by distributing the 4 back into the brackets. What's 4 times x? It is 4x. What is 4 times 4? It is 16. So did I do it correctly? Yes. Let's do another one. 9ab plus 18a. Right, I have two terms. Okay, there's my first term. I see some of you are saying it's your first time learning this. That's good. Don't stress too much then. You will do it in class. That's my second term. What is the biggest number that can divide into both? 9 can go into itself. Can 9 go into 18? Yes, it can, right? Can 9 go into 18? Yes, it can. So when I take out, remember my steps, say I must look for the biggest number that can divide into both, and I must take it out. So 9 is part of my common factor. Is there anything else that is part of my common factor? Well, look at the variables. This one has an A. That one has an A. They both have an A. So I need to take the A out. Can I take out a B? No. Why? Because that one has a B, but that one does not have a B. So that is my highest common factor. Okay? Then I open my leftover brackets. Now, two ways to do this. You can say my first term divided by my highest common factor. Or you can say, what do I need to multiply this by to get my first term? I'll say that again. What do I need to multiply 9a by to get 9ab? Well, I need to multiply it by b. Think about it. 9a times b will give me 9ab. Let's do the second term. What do I need to multiply 9a by to get 18a? Well, I need to say 9 times 2. So I put a positive 2. Do I put an a there? No. Now this is where you need to be careful. Think about this. 9a times 2 is 18a. If I had to put an a there, and this is wrong, but I just want to show you. If I had to put an a there, look what happens. 9a times 2a is 18a squared. 9 times 2 is 18. A times a is a squared. Is that a squared? No. So I cannot put an a there. Okay, that is your answer. Okay, I hope that makes sense, guys. Let's do another few. 3a, this is number 3. 3a cubed plus 12a squared. Right, in this example, what we need to do is we need to look and say, how many terms do I have? That's a term and that's a term. I have two terms. What is the biggest number that can divide into 3 and 12? Well, I think it's 3. 3 can go into 3. 3 can go into 12. That's the biggest number. Now, there's an A and there's an A. That means that I can take out the variable A. However, this is where students often go wrong. They say, ma'am, I don't know if I must take out a cubed or must I take out a squared? Which one must I take out? Well, what you need to remember is this rule. I did write a rule about it. You take out the variable with the smallest exponent. Take out the variable with the smallest exponent. So, a cubed or a squared. Smallest exponent is a squared. Then you open your leftover brackets. Now, two ways to think about it. You can say term 1 divided by my common factor. What do I have left? So 3a cubed divided by 3a squared. I'm left with a. Do the working out on the side if you need to. It's this divided by this. This divided by this. So it's always your term divided by your factor. Your term divided by your factor. That gets what you need in the brackets. So let's do the second term. 12a squared divided by 3a squared is 4. Do the working out on the side if you need to. So to get the a, I said 3a cubed divided by 3a squared. Think about it. 3 divided by 3 is 1. There's an invisible 1 there. A cubed divided by a squared. You subtract the exponents. You get a to the power of 1. For the green term, I said 12a squared divided by 3a squared. The a squares cancel. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's try and get a more difficult one. Not really difficult, but okay. 7m cubed n to the power of 7 minus 14 m to the power of 4 n to the power of 8 plus 63 m to the power of 5 n to the power of 9. Right, who can tell me what my highest common factor is? And go. Let's see who can get it first. What is my highest common factor here? What is my highest common factor? So now remember, you need to look at the number, the big coefficients. Okay, I see a lot of people are saying 7. That's good. That's a beautiful start. 7 goes into 7. Yes. 7 goes into 14. 7 goes into 63. And what about the variables? Yes. I see people are getting it. Well done. Can I take out an m? Yes. That one is an m. That one is an m. That one is an m. Now, which m do I take out? M cubed, m to the power 4, or m to the power 5? Well, I said it's the smallest one, didn't I? So it's m cubed. Then what about the n's? It's either n to the power of 7, n to the power of 8, or n to the power of 9. It's going to be n to the power of 7. Open up the leftover bracket. Now be careful here. What goes inside the brackets? Think about this. What goes inside the brackets? Well, remember, I have 3 terms here. This one, and this one. To get the things inside the brackets, if I have 3 terms, I'm going to have 3 terms inside this bracket over here. If I have 3 terms, I should have 3 terms inside this bracket. Over here, I had 2 terms, so I had 2 terms inside the bracket, you see. So, the first thing is I need to take my first term divided by my highest common factor. I'm left with 1. Why? Because that's 7m cubed n to the power of 7. That's 7m cubed n to the power of 7. That divided by that, they're the same. Anything divided by itself is 1. Then negative 14 m to the power of 4 n to the power of 8 divided by 7 m to the power of 3 n to the power of 7. Negative 14 divided by 7 is negative 2. M to the power of 4 divided by m to the power of 3 is m to the power of 1. But we don't need to write the 1 there. N to the power of 8 divided by n to the power of 7 is n. Okay? 8 minus 7 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. Then my last term. 63 divided by 7 is 9. M to the power of 5, m to the power of 3. What is that? M to the power of 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. And then n to the power of 9 divided by n to the power of 7 is n to the power of 2. Okay. That one was a bit more difficult because of the variables and the exponents. You just need to remember your exponent laws. Wonderful. I see people are getting it correct. Well done, guys. Okay. Now, just want to flip you guys over, talk to you quickly. Hello, everyone. How was that? I hope that went well. I know that it was mostly products and multiplying out of brackets and stuff like that. Can I see the rules? Okay, do you mean the rules for the highest common factor? Let's just flip you over again very quickly. There's the rules. Those are my rules, okay? I just made them up. Well, not made them up, but I mean, I just wrote it in my own words. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm covering my mic. We're not hearing. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry. I think my finger was on the mic. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry. That was a rookie error. I was literally holding my phone and blocking the mic. Anyway, okay, so what I've done before in the past is I've scanned in the notes, especially the most important ones with the examples and the rules and some of my explanations. Thank you for the rose. And I've uploaded it to a link in my bio. So I can you guys. So I think you do need to be following me to access the link. I will be doing another live when more schools have covered more factorizing. Wish I knew when I was in school. Aw. Yeah, I know. TikTok wasn't really a big thing like 2 years ago, hey? Okay, cool. So I'm going to scan the notes, upload them to a link in my bio. So remember to follow me if you don't already to access the notes. Now, remember, it might not be done today because there's load shedding. It will be done by the end of tomorrow, okay? Someone can just pop me a reminder in the comments if I've forgotten, but I won't forget. I'll write it down now. But I hope I've helped you. I will go live again for the rest of factorizing once more schools have covered the content. And I do go live for other grades, so you need to follow me to just keep a lookout. I always schedule lives on my page, so you'll see it pop up as a little event. So you can just register for the event, or you can comment on videos, tell me what lives you want to see. I do read my comments. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. And yeah, I hope that you guys aren't suffering with load shedding soon, like I'm going to be. But anyway, see you guys very soon. Remember to follow me, comment on my videos, what topics you want to see. I do read the comments. Okay. Bye, everyone.